Do you think you'll become rich one day? Well, the bad news is that the world is full of people who think like this, who wish and hope, and yet they never make anything out of their life. But on the flip side, there are signs that successful and rich people tend to share in common, and this is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. The 3 signs that you may become rich one day, so make sure to pay close attention, especially to the final sign, as that is the most important. Without further ado, let's go straight onto the first sign, which is you're willing to do whatever it takes. You see, the one thing that all successful people have got in common is they make a habit of doing things that other unsuccessful people will never do. This is what separated world-renowned Michael Phelps from everybody else. Most swimmers did not swim good when they didn't feel good. And yet for Michael Phelps, he continued to do whatever it takes. He continued to show up every single day, no matter how he felt, because he realized that he's got to focus on what's important. And he noticed how if he only puts in the work on the days that he feels good, he will not be able to achieve any form of success. And this is how he became one of the most celebrated Olympians of all time. So this is the first sign you will become rich one day. If you're somebody who's consistent and who's willing to do whatever it takes in your life to make it happen. The second sign is you have insane amount of self-belief. Henry Ford once said this: whether or not you think you can or you can't, you're usually right. And what the broke all have got in common is they always justify their inaction as they play the role of a victim. Blaming their parents, blaming their upbringing, blaming lack of money, blaming lack of time, country. They come up with every single excuse to why they can't do something because they don't really believe in themselves. They're always willing to put their dreams on hold whilst they blame everybody else because they actually lack that self-confidence and self-belief for themselves. While winners, they see possibility where losers see impossibility. And that's because they got so much incredible amount of self-belief about their capabilities. They believe they can do it, they believe they deserve it, and they believe they will get it. Here's a great example of this. A Swedish adventurer called Goran Kropp. In October 1995, he left Stockholm on a bicycle and rode it to the base of Mount Everest, arriving there in 1996 April. He climbed Mount Everest, reaching the summit with no oxygen mask and no help from Sherpas. He descended the mountain and eventually pedaled back to Sweden. If somebody invited you to embark on that such journey, you might say that's impossible. You might say I can't do it. And yet winners, they realize that they can do it, they will do it, and they must do it. They believe in themselves and they will do whatever it takes to make their dreams a reality. So where the victims see adversity, the extreme achievers and rich people will always see opportunity. That is the second sign, that you are somebody right now who have insane amount of self-belief and confidence. The third sign is you are decisive. Napoleon Hill discovered after analyzing 700 people who've accumulated a fortune well beyond the $1 million mark, disclosed the fact that every single one of them had the habit of reaching decisions promptly. If right now you're somebody who is always procrastinating on decisions, if you're somebody right now who's always indecisive, this is a sign that you will remain broke. If right now this is not your forte, you got to work upon it. What rich people do is they make firm decisions, then they follow through with their promise. That is the key. While the broke people, they cannot even follow through on a promise of waking up at 5 a.m. and this is why they remain broke. These are the 3 signs that you'll become rich one day. The first sign is you're willing to do whatever it takes to make your dreams a reality. The second sign is you have insane amount of self-belief. And the third sign is you are decisive. If you found today's video helpful, be sure to share this video with a friend or loved one who's got to hear this message, as life is all about paying it forward. And if you like this video, be sure to click that like button and comment below on your biggest takeaways or any questions you may have. And as always, Insider, follow your heart, my friend, and take action and go live the life you're truly born to live. I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care.